fish. Stay hooked, baby. I didn't bring my net today like a dummy. You know you're fishing in the Outer Banks of North Carolina when you're fishing alongside the wild horses. Nice bass. Yeah, so we stopped and put our rain suit on because it started coming down. See you later. I woke up this morning, it was cloudy, it was blowing 10 to 15. I decided not to go. I went back home. A little while later, the sky cleared off, sun came out, and the wind laid down a little bit. But I'm gonna be fishing some protected water, so I just made the trek through the wind, straight into the wind, taking water over the bow, got out to some protected area where the wind can't get to me as much. So we're going to be navigating around. This is all new area for me, doing some exploring, trying to find some other tidal freshwater species, and so we'll see what happens. Try to create another segment. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Spook something. There it goes. And there's our, looks like a mullet. That's what it looks like. Some small fish, bait fish. So I'm fishing this green and white on the bottom paddle tail. It looks really nice in the water. The tail on this thing provides a ton of nice action. It looks really nice in the water, and the water in this spot is just full of grass growing up off the bottom, and I'm just pulling the bait slowly through the grass. There's a fish. What is that? Nice bass. Look at that. Nice fish. It's I'm gonna have to get a weight. Get a weight and everything on that. Look at that. Nice fish. Right in the corner of the mouth. Alright. Where's my scale? Let's see what we got here. There's 0. See what we got. 2.5. 2.5 pounds. That's alright. Nice fish. Very nice fish. know you're fishing in the Outer Banks of North Carolina when you're fishing alongside the wild horses, just hanging out in ankle-deep water. Oh, he came off. Oh. That is upsetting. I thought I had him hooked. So I moved around a bit trying some other spots, but I came back to this same area where I caught the one fish this morning, and just did a drift on this spot and hooked into a nice fish, and he popped off. But so I'm gonna just keep working this little section here of the shoreline and working a drift. The wind's pushing me right down the shoreline, so it sets up pretty nice. But I'm just gonna try to keep fishing this one section here because apparently there's some fish hanging out in here and all this grass. It's a lot of grass growing up from the bottom, and fish are apparently just hanging out in the grass waiting for some bait to come by. So maybe we'll get lucky and catch one other one before we call it quits. I really like that hookup I had a minute ago. It was feeling like a really good fish, and he took the bait and was swimming off to my left, and I wish I would have done a little Bill Dance hook set on him because he managed to get off the hook. Oh, there's a fish. Oh, he came off again. Oh, what is going on? Tried to set the hook and I still missed him. I pulled the bait up down off of my rig. I'll tell you what, that's gonna make me want to keep fishing this spot until I catch that booger. Boy, I'm not doing a very good job setting the hook on that thing. Might have to throw a different bait in there. Stay hooked this time. Oh, that's a good fish. Stay hooked, baby. And I didn't bring my net today like a dummy. Stay on there. Stay on there. Oh, that's a good fish. Found a spot. Found a spot. That's a nice fish. Oh, look at that, boy. He inhaled it. Looks similar to the one I caught this morning. Maybe it's the same fish. Let's see what he weighs. .6, 2.6, 2.63. Just a touch heavier than the earlier from this morning, but really pretty fish. Boy, he inhaled it. Actually, caught him right there in the side of the mouth. Nice fish, nice fight. Beautiful. Hitting this natural color green and white belly swim bait. I love it. It's beautiful. There's another one. Stay on there. Smaller fish. Look at there. 3 in this same area. Down in that grass. Hanging down there in the grass. Little bass. Number 3, 4 actually. Counting that other small one that we caught. Another pretty little bass. Alright, I think I'm going to change up baits. I'm going to take this one off and put this curly tail brown pumpkin seed bait on. This is the bait I caught my chain pickerel on yesterday, so we're going to give the fish something else to look at. They're probably wise to looking at this particular bait. We'll switch it up and give it a shot. Alright, so now I'm on the hunt for one of these gar because I've had a gar pick up my bait like 3 different times now, so they're flashing at it. It's hard to hook those things in those jaggedy prehistoric mouths, but if the hook placement happens to be just right, you can catch them. I've caught one before. Stay hooked. Stay hooked. There you go. There's one jumping all around. Let's see if we can get this thing in the kayak without a net. Oh, he just jumped right in. All right. So he did me all the work. He just jumped right in the kayak. I don't know if I have any of that on video, but there you have it. All right. So now the task is to try to get this thing unhooked. Got a good hook set right in the corner of the mouth. See if we can get my hook back. Yep. Alright, well, actually, my line is still in his mouth. I'll get him to open his mouth. I tell you what, I'm going to cut that and tie on a new leader. He can have that line because it's in his mouth. I'm going to see if somehow I can hold this fish up. That ought to be interesting. Let's see if we can do this. He's still got part of my line. There he goes. All right. He's back. All right. I wanted to hold him up, but maybe next time. It's not like fish grips would have helped me with that gar I caught a minute ago. Anyway, you can't get the grips in their mouths. Their mouth full of teeth that's also tiny. So it's not really anything you can do with those fish as far as grips go. I did think it was kind of funny he jumped in the kayak. There's another fish. Stay hooked. Another bass on the curly tail. Just a little guy, but he wanted it. wanted it. On the curly tail. Another nice little guy. I would take it. What is that, like 5 on the day or something like that? All right. Kinds of little freshwater activity. You ready to go? See you. One more bass on the day. I lied, that wasn't... Ah, there we go. One more bass off the same spot. That's beautiful. Bait's doing some work. Have that back. Good hook set right in the corner of the mouth. Alright. There we go. Nice little bass. Not bad at all. Smashed it. Smashed it right on that grass line as soon as it hit the water. Smashed it. Pretty fish. Alright. I will take it. Yes, sir. I will take it. Alright, that's going to do it for this segment of the tidal freshwater fishing video, as a fish jumps right over there and right there. The weather's changed, clouds have rolled in as forecast, and it's now raining. So we're gonna make our way back to the launch. I'm not sure if we'll add more to this video or not. You will know as you continue to watch. But if there's no other content in this video, I really appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time.